introduce our distinguished resource person, Professor Sarat Kumar Swaisa, Professor of Chemistry at V. Surendra Sai University of Technology, Rourkela, Odisha. Professor Swine was a postdoctoral fellow in the Department of Polymer Engineering, University of Akron, OH, USA. After receiving his doctoral degree from Clinical University, Bhubaneswar, he has also worked as a visiting scientist at the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, Kolkata. With INSASR Fellowship and at the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced and Scientific Research, Bangalore, with JNCASR Fellowship. He has more than 25 years of experience in teaching and research in the areas of organic chemistry, material chemistry, nanotechnology, and polymer chemistry at UG, PG, and PhD level. Professor Swine has successfully supervised 21 PhD scholars and 3 postdoctoral fellows, along with more than 50 master dissertations as the output of his research. He has designed various kinds of nanostructured materials for waste, water treatment, packaging, anti-corrosion performance, superconductor properties, sensing behaviors, drugs delivery, and biomedical applications. Professor Swine has published more than 150 research articles in different reputed international SCR's Scopus Index journals and contributed chapters to several edited books. He has also published more than 10 books with different international publishers and has invented 2 patents, one USA and one Indian history. He has received several awards such as Boy Scouts Fellowship and DAE Young Scientist Research Award from the Government of India, along with the prestigious Samantan Chandrasekhar Award from the Government of Odisha, as a recognition of his scientific and academic achievements. Besides his academic credit, he has also taken on various administrative responsibilities such as Director, IQAC, Dean Academic Affairs, Dean PG Studies and Research, Head of the Department of Chemistry, and many more during his professional career. We are honored to have such an eminent scholar and inspired educated with us. With great respect, I invite Professor Sarat Kumar Swaisa to kindly take over the session. The stage is yours.
Good morning, Madam. First, sorry that from that today we want to address a lot of slides I have read to accommodate it more than 2 hours after half an hour of the tender practice. Okay, and chosen this topic as research design and planning to identify concept and research methodology design and all of the academic or any one of research, a scholar or faculty, all are faculty, no PhD students. Okay, you are a PhD student. Simultaneously, sometimes your faculty activity. That's good because I will try to focus that how can you start the research. Just discussing with Professor Vijay, brilliant scholar from Kharagpur University, but he is not able to start research. I thought the motivation of research is very important. If you want to start, institute never matter. That institution or where you are location doesn't matter. You can start the research anywhere. Okay, that's what I am saying. And how you start in the higher education institute, how to do the methodology. Again, why the methodology? Because research methodology was not a subject at all when I was doing my PhD. And those have completed PhD before 2000, this research methodology is not at all a subject. UGC made it mandatory research methodology in 2009. 2009 it came to the picture that any student who will do PhD, he or she should know the research methodology. It's a compulsory subject. Nowadays, without research methodology, your PhD will not be recognized. If you have done PhD before 9, it's fine. After 9, you are taking the coursework. The coursework, if there is no research methodology, PhD is no use. And I can say yes with you. When I was in the team, it came to later came to UGC. We accepted it during 2014. Even DSS will become 3 years late. And in 2009 came, but mandate came in 2011. And most of the universities, they started taking 2014 to 2016. There is no choice. Earlier you are up to 2016 there is a choice, but after 2016 there is no choice. And they strong mandate for 2018 from the UGC that research, without research methodology, your PhD will not be recognized. That is why it is just like those have done the PhD, this methodology is very important. And thanks to that, Kalam Institute of Technology rightly chosen this topic as a faculty development program. Because this topic is very important. Those are pursuing PhD, those are completed PhD. Without research methodology, those will not work. And I don't know, suddenly I got a quote from this album that there is a FDP program at the research methodology. Please come and say something as a research person. I don't know where from you are, and I am associated with research methodology since 2014. Last 10 years, I have been research methodology to all PhD students. Last 2-3 years, because of the heavy load that I left this subject, and also people are studying module work. Lot of things in research methodology. I can tell research methodology is just like a driving license for driving a vehicle. If you do not know the research methodology, knowing the driving, you will not get the driving license. Like that. Knowing the research methodology, you cannot perform good kind of research. Okay. That's the research methodology, not different for social science. It is not different for engineering, even not for science. It is methodology same. Only the strategy is different. I will show you. The strategy is different. And yesterday I came to know one management person, one economics professor, they came and given the research methodology. And fortunately, that group, I came to know what the slides they have shared. I will try to put this slide. I will say some new slide. That is why I modified it yesterday evening, that how my slide will be finishing at least to give you up to 1 p.m. or 1:15 p.m. Because I know as a teacher to attracting teachers again is difficult. Because teachers are only they are the speaker. They are not saying any that very kind of talk which is difficult. Anyway, I will try to make you happy for the next 2-3 hours from this. And basically this topic I have been asked to input this research design and higher identification and conceptual research. Before this, I want to show you just 2-3 minutes what kind of work I am doing. Because sometimes the motivation is very important. That why this person, somebody, people ask somebody that madam reading my short CV because of what? You came to know that who is this person. Is he the right person to teach us? Is the right person to speak something correct to us? And definitely I can tell to go through some of the slides. Definitely you have a very good motivation for research. Okay? Then quickly, that 2-3 minutes I am telling that where am I? My research is. I am a material scientist. Basically, after chemistry, I am doing the material science. Material science, you know, it is combination of physics, chemistry, engineering, technology. Okay, and I have collaboration with this work I have done with collaboration with NIT, collaboration with Minsa Medical College, and also our different departments like electronics department and mechanical production engineering department collaboration. We have done work with this. Just want to say that that I have designed some nanostructured hybrid materials. That means I told I am a material scientist. I have designed different kind of nanostructured hybrid materials. Nano, you know, that is a part of the nanotechnology, the material having the changes is the properties which change the size. Size change, property changes, then you can tell this nanomaterial. By taking the nanomaterial, I prepare different nanostructured hybrid materials. And what is the application? Application mostly for packaging application, heavy metal sensor, dye removal, drop delivery, that is, they are preparing soft material which will be a very good drop layer. Many drops cannot take directly. That's why you can take through the drop delivery. And enhanced storage material, recent last 4 years I am working in enhanced storage material. I am preparing some material you can store the energy for the next generation. It's very important. What I recently I got also project in ANR project in this energy storage material. Good evening, that this I have practiced last 5 to 6 years this work. That means I have prepared some material without drops, it healing volumes. I am not going to detail regarding work. These are references you can go to the reference if you want. Even in Google Scholar you put my name, you can get also these references for the student. I don't know from different display, that is I am not going to this heterogeneous discipline I am not going to tell you. But this Google work, they are doing it with the Minsa because they have wide rank in group study. They have to first test that in good healing, whether the healing process is like this. And working glucose sensing, that means without any that taking the blood sample, they are trying to prepare a device. Still it is not success. Trying to prepare a devices that immediately it can detect what is the sugar level or what is the sugar level in the blood. Okay? And another is amino acids. And out of this, that 21 students got awarded and 3 students recently submitted one in amino acid sensing, another food healing and a drug delivery. 3 persons they are. Okay. And all these are in my research work. Anyone who want to collaborate, I am happy to collaborate with. I told the irrespective of science, engineering, even that of the physics, chemistry, we can collaborate with that, and irrespective of any condition. These are the books I edited and authored. All the books are published by the Springer, and this is NCR, Weaving, and Keller Francis. And all the books are international publishers from this year publisher to branch and one book also in Odia by the implication by the Odisha Vigyan Academy, name is Nano Prajukti Vidya, which is accepted in 9th class, 9 and class 10 to understand the nanotechnology in the school level. Okay, this is all about my research contribution, small contribution of research. Then we will tell how this methodology can be possible for the other purpose. Then my outline of my talk is either what is the department of research in Higher Education Institute. Higher Education Institute, those are working as a faculty in the Higher Education Institute. Why the research is necessary? Because research is the new pedagogy of the teaching. If you are a good teacher, you have to take the help of or investment, you have to take the help of the research. I always say that if you are a good teacher, you will be popular in your institution. If you are a good researcher, you will globally recognize the people. And I will highlight the research design for conceptual research. Little bit of literature review. I think yesterday it was discussed, but I little bit highlight different that critical thinking for research, how to start the critical thinking, innovation for research, ethics, plagiarism, and at the last part, if time permits, how the role of AI in the research. I can start the research with the help of AI and handle the activities at the end. Okay. What is this? UGC initiatives. Okay. UGC initiatives. I just taken this picture from the UGC site. In 2021, there is a mandate came from the UGC. This is the responsibility of the teacher. That means doing research is not a fancy, whether I have option to do the research or not. If I have to do the research, this much of the contribution I have shown you, it is not that I am doing the favor to BSSU. It is not favor. I have to do it because you see, a research should have this much of the contribution. I am not going to discuss detail. When you see promoting research, quality and integrity, this is a part of the journey. If you are a teacher, you have to do research. Without research, you cannot sustain with the higher education institute. It is just like fish without water. Definitely, if you ask yourself, those have PhD, you should ask yourself, many times it is coming to your mind, why have I not started research? If you are not PhD, you just ask yourself, why I do my complete my PhD? Okay, it is just, I told the example that fish without water. Always you are in the mind, how can you start the research, how can you do the research. Okay, then you see, what is research example that it is again finding step by step. Nothing to do new. Start what is done, start yourself. That is the research. What is there, you can search yourself, you can get to research. Okay? What is why? Because it is that interactive process that individual self-respect and solve and identify the problem. I told that you may be social work research, social science research, it may be engineering research, it may be science research, doesn't matter. You find out your own problem and identify, do analysis. Definitely you do research. I am showing you what is that, why research is very important. I am telling you. See, three things: explore, describe, and explain. Before thinking the research, I told three things: explore, describe, and explain. Many questions that the student will ask me, what is the difference between describe and explain? Lot difference. Only you think analytically, and if you analyze it, you get. Describe means what, where, when. Explain means why, how. That's the research. Okay? Why? That is, it's a kind of cycle. Research is a kind of cycle. What is this? See. Something big in your mind. You measure it or you analyze it. Then learn from it. If you learn, again you get more idea to build it yourself. It's a cycle. See, measure it, learn it, and build it. Why? Because if you build it your mind, you can measure and learn again, build and measure. It's a research cycle. Everyone, when you start research, when thinking the research also, it is not in your mind. What it is? It is analysis. Only analysis. That anything, if you put your mind to do the analysis, definitely that is research. If you are thinking something different, doing the analysis, you can get the result. I'm giving the example. I just give the You are sitting in the garden and suddenly the fruit came and fell down. Okay. Do you think that before him the fruit was going up? No. It is going down only. But when Newton thought why it is happened, then it becomes Newton's first law, second law, third law, physics, engineering, mechanics, soil mechanics, all kind of engineering, everything came when he analyzed the thing. Okay? Then what way you analyze, that is very important. I am showing some slide that to see how can do analysis. See, just it's a picture because I love to keep my talk in the picture form because 2-3 things that you can realize better, you can understand better, you can have a more attentive. Okay, you cannot dialogue. Please stay with me for more than 2 hours, definitely effectively. See, what you see in the picture, it looks like confusion, looks like somebody's face. Sometimes you will close your eye and see, suddenly you can see good. Okay? And different, that means what way you are analyzing, you are getting different thought in your mind. Okay? But analysis should not be so quickly. It should have patience. If you have patience, you can better analysis. If you have better analysis, you can better candidate for research. Okay? Quickly don't take any decision. When a researcher never is to take any decision, they are better listener. Okay? They are better listener. See. One of the picture I have taken it from the social media. How many numbers can you see in the image? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many numbers? How many numbers? I am not testing your knowledge. Okay. Just to think how many numbers. It sometimes comes 1, 4, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, almost 0, almost all. Okay? If you more analyzing, you are getting more required number. Okay? Just to think. When you are trying to count, your mind was in a state of analysis, isn't it? When you are trying to count, before this slide you see, when you are trying to count, definitely you are getting, when you are thinking to count, your mind was totally analysis. Okay? If you do analysis, you can do the good research. See, what is the research in higher education institute? This is happened due to change in the computer from because it's a MacBook to Windows. That will change this difficult. And everybody is understood too. Research in higher education institute, before that, what I am telling, it will be more time for the analysis, you can get more result. Okay? Higher education institute is not like that. What the way people are doing the research is like this. Just because of getting promotion, because of getting increment, more increment to increase the salary, always we have research behind this. This is not the correct way of research. Quickly to produce a paper. Is the institute told at least 1 paper per year? I have to do anyway, you have to do paper. Institute telling if you are not PhD, you will throw out. I have to do the PhD. Institute telling if you are PhD, produce PhD, otherwise go out, then I have to produce the PhD. It's not like that. How? Why the higher education institute have the research? See, why research and information necessary in higher education institute? Then you see how to start the research, then design the research, conceptual research, then the end of my talk. Okay? See, widen the knowledge. I am telling you to ask yourself, why should I do research? I am telling you, teaching pedagogy without research, teaching pedagogy with research, quite different. You cannot distinguish it. Because if you do research, you will have students, you can get lot of logic, lot of analysis from the student. Then your knowledge will be wider. To widen knowledge, to expand your knowledge, you have to do the research. See, that I told before, just 2 minutes, promotion respectability. That is, I am PhD, I am doctor so and so. This is also required for the research. Qualification, PhD, equal PhD, you are postdoc, so many things. See, next is global recognition. Suppose for me, I don't need the wider knowledge. I don't want my knowledge need wider. Promotion, I don't need promotion because in Odisha government, professor is the highest promotion. Suppose for me, I become professor in 2011. That 26. That means I don't have any increment in it. What is the last scale I reach? That means no increment. Why shall I do the research? For me, I am telling, I should not do the research. At least I will get the global recognition. And whether for the salary is not important, I will get the global recognition. After all, if you don't need knowledge, don't need qualification, even you don't need anything, at least you will get self-satisfaction. Okay? Before 10 minutes I am showing the slides. This was books I have reading. This was books I have published. This was book I have edited. This is my self-satisfaction. Okay? What is there? Desire to solve the problem. If you don't want also, you can collect some problem nearby industry. Go to the community, see what is going on. Nearby this Kalam technology, go to a village, what the problem they are facing, collect the problem and try to solve it. That is research. Okay? Then anything you want to start research. Anything parameter is sufficient. Okay? I used to tell, कोई भी बात हो research start करो, हो जाएगा कोई problem. ठीक है? Next. What is the component of research? I am telling you Google and what is the component? How to start the research independently. Okay, this slide will tell you how to start the research independently. First thing, you should have good ethics. Good ethics means don't copy and paste. You should have ethics for research. First, foremost thing is ethics. Okay, because if you are getting a result, don't be curious. You try and repeat it again. If you are getting a good result, just wait, try to reproduce it. That is the ethics. I will not take copy from any source. I utilize my own mind and do the research. That is ethics. Second, teamwork. Just I was discussing that teamwork. What is the teamwork? I am working in this Kalam Institute of Technology. I can collaborate with the Barampur University, I can collaborate with the IJA, I can collaborate with Utkal University, I can collaborate with JSSUT, I can collaborate with IIT Kharagpur. That means teamwork is very important. We should make a team. Okay? Once you can tell, I am working here, who will be my team member? Don't worry, I am not telling you to become a team leader, just become a team member. Associate yourself in a team. Only team works better. If you tell me, always I believe in the team. As per UGC, a professor can take 8 PhD scholars. Okay? What I used to do, I never should take 1 2. You have a big team. Big team creates lot of influence, lot of collaboration, lot of discussion. Why your problem can be solved by somebody else. That is why teamwork is very important for research. Next is vitamin A, funding. Without money, research is difficult. Where you will get money? Don't ask for institution. You will be very bad book of India. If you ask money, even to government institution. If you tell the vice chancellor, sir, I need this instrument for my research, vice chancellor can tell, go to hell. These things I buy it for the student. That's what I am telling you. If you have teamwork, you can apply for small funding. India is a country with a lot of funding sources. You go to outside of India, it's very difficult to get the research funding. You have UGC, you have CSI, you have ANRI, you have state government now, state of Odisha, they are funding giving fund. Try to get small funding. No one is giving, go to an industry. You tell them, this is your problem, I will solve it, give me 1 lakh. That will you can start also. That is industry consultancy you can do and start a research. and deep thinking without ammonia starts with difficult. Again, good one, collaboration. Collaboration, teamwork is different. Team, you can nearby place. Collaboration, you can having abroad, you have collaboration. Why collaboration is important? None of the institutes in India having full-fledged research facilities. You can go to IIS Bangalore. There are also some research facilities lacking. They are depending from other institutions. That is a collaboration. It creates a lot of enthusiasm, lot of possibilities of exploring new research. For me, I told that I have collaboration with NIT Rourkela, I have collaboration with DILSA, I have collaboration with my own people in the production electronics department. That means what? That without collaboration creates the new thinking, new idea, sharing of knowledge. And finally, the motivation. People don't have motivation. These two are ethics, funding, collaboration, working is required. If you don't want to research, do the research. I will put it in some sophisticated lab, nothing will happen. You will sleep in dressing, and after 8 hours you will open, you are sleeping there. If you don't motivation, this activity will not work. What is motivation? Only one line. I shall start my research. That is the motivation. No methodology is required. If I apply for driving license, you should have a mind. I will drive the car. If you don't have motivation, nobody will give the driving license. Okay? Next you see type of research. What are the type of research? I have skip these slides because already they are discussed by Professor Siddhartha Batra. Report research, survey research, I think report regarding survey research, quantitative research, even case study, that is the research, and qualitative research, and here persuasive research. All these types I have taken it from the research methodology book. Okay? This analytical research and experimental research. Why so many research are there? I told the methodology is the same, but the way of approaching research is different. You can tell I am a science person, I need the experimental research. Okay, you can have the analytical research. Sometimes you have quantitative research. You report research to a social science people. Sir can do the report research. He can do some survey. You go to libraries and information science people. They have the survey research. Lot of case study. Law people they can have the case study. Even management people they have the case study. There are different kind of research. Any kind of research is suit to you, you can start. It's not limited to this 8. It may be limited to more than that. Just I collected you for your information. Okay? What is the design? How can you design your research? So that first I should have motivation. I told if you have motivation, only it is possible to design. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay? In the designing of the research, we should see first what are the component of the design. If I do the design of the research, what is the component of designing? This 4 component is sampling. Sampling means if I experimental, we should collect the research. What are the materials you need? If you have a qualitative research, you want, suppose you measure the sample, collect the water, collect the soil, collect the material. Next is observation. You should see. I should observe that what you should do first. Then only I can do it. Otherwise, it's not possible. Statistical analysis you can do. Design the statistics numerically. How can you predict the research? How can you get the new things from the statistical research? And then finally operational, where it will be used. You are giving some rocket science, but it should keep in your mind. It should be useful to the society. Your research should be societal. Nowadays, if you are applying for funding, keep in your mind that way I will define my project by which it will be useful for the society. Without societal useful, nobody will pay you 1 rupee. Okay? Then your research will impact you, it will be useful for the society. You should explain. Don't tell someone to ask what kind of research you are doing. Don't tell that I am doing that much research, you cannot understand. Try to always think when you are coming out of lab, you should think if The watchman will ask what I am doing in the lab, I should be able to explain to reach at his level. That is operational research. Okay? If I tell that okay, I am designing so much of nanostructure, material, nanomaterial work, you cannot understand. This is a different kind of things. It's not research. You should be able to explain to them and even do not have the idea regarding research also try to explain it. Okay, just right. You can tell that you can understand your research. Don't think that I will do some good research. Nobody can understand that. It's not like that. Because research means what? Nowadays, what is mandatory for the research? Mandatory is what? Publication. Isn't it? We are doing some publication. Why publication is important for research? Because publication, what is the initial word? Initial word is public. Publication can go to what? Public. That means your research should be accepted by the public. Nowadays, what is known as citation? I think yesterday one research person was telling me regarding citation. What is citation? How your work is acceptable by the other. Okay, don't think that I am thinking something nobody can understand. It's a very good science that very difficult to understand. It's not the science. Science means it should be understood by everyone. Even layman, they do not have the idea regarding research. Nowadays, that is why research used to identify citation. How many publications you could tell me? I can tell I have about 50 publications. Then you could tell what is your citation? Then I should have a citation, at least one paper having 10 citation. That is a content item. It is in the Google Scholar. You see I10. I10 means at least your paper should be 10 citation. That means if you are publishing one paper, it should be accepted by minimum 10 people. More than that is fine. That means if you have 150 publication, that means I should have a minimum of 1,500 citation. Otherwise, my research do not have impact with that. My research doesn't have any impact. Okay? My research doesn't have any impact if I don't have citation. What is citation? What is citation? How my research is followed by the other. Like social media, Instagram, how many followers you have? Okay, like that, research also follows is required. If nobody is following your research, less. Understood? Okay, see. What are the model? The research design either I told that it is either quantitative or it is qualitative. If it is quantitative, definitely it should have some calculation. Then either it is experimental, sometimes it is non-experimental. Mathematics people, they are qualitative. But if they are not experimental, I am a chemist, I am a quantitative experimental. Then it is qualitative. It may be technological, methodological, grammar theory, history, or case study, whatever may be the quantitative research. Okay? Then I told these are the different types. You can choose your own way of thinking the research. Okay? I will tell you how to start a good research. Definitely I will tell you during my talk. Then if it is quantitative, it may be experimental design. The slide says very small. Anyway, it's a full diagram that non-experimental design or experimental design. Experimental design is for lab, you need a lab. Okay, you need a setup, you need design, some instrument you need, and non-experimental design you need computational work. Many people work with the computational, they need on the computer and software. This thing is sufficient. Good server they don't need huge lab, computational research. And all additional research designs that include social science case study, report designing, that formal designing, any kind of design you are doing. Mostly as in the technical institute, mostly we are depending on this experimental and non-experimental work. This is for the social science research. If you have a methodological analysis, then secondary data analysis, outcome and value study, and operational research. I told operational research means how it will impact on the other. How your research will impact on the other. If I get there, I am a good researcher. It is only possible if my research giving some impact to other. Okay, I am a good teacher if it is impactful for the student. I am a good resource person if my talk is impactful for the participants. Like that. Don't think that I am doing research for my own. Not you are not doing for me. You are thinking I will do for my own. Not possible for me. If you do research for the other, start doing research for the other. Okay, definitely it will be true. Here, these are the characteristics of qualitative research design. Different characteristics that may be that members are study hours, flexible, elastic, and multiple strategies. Maybe it is holistic, it may be intensive, it may be research, or instrument I told that are performing data analysis. All these are different characteristics of the qualitative research. Qualitative research, I told sir, what you are doing, that is also qualitative research. Okay? It is a different component of the qualitative research. But I told that technical science people, they do the most qualitative research. Either it is experimental research or it is non-experimental research. But it is qualitative research. Okay? What are the steps to design research? What are the steps to design research? Steps in design the research that define the research problem, assess value for the information. We should have select the approach for the data collection. Approach, what is the approach for data collection? I will go and collect the data. It's not like that. You should collect the data analytically. You should have good. One of you go to the gate. Suppose 3 person I can send, you go to the Kalama Technology gate and come back. 3 person came back. Then I told you what happened to the gate. The gate is open and the security person was there. Somebody told gate is open, security person, they are more motorcycle. Okay, that's a good approach of collecting data. Okay, and I told the sample collection, selection of model for the analysis. How can you select a particular model for the analysis? Very possible. Then evaluate the ethics. I always believe the ethics in the research. Always you should have a good ethics. Before starting the research, you should think myself, whatever the result, I should have a good ethics. Okay? One Spitzer story is true. One person started by doing an experiment, synthesizing, preparing that was experiment, preparing material. In 15 years he spent, he didn't get the result. And he published the paper in the Nature. You know why? Because he got the information, at least this method is required by which I didn't get the material. That is the finding. Even failure is also finding. Okay? But you should have ethics. Don't making find, lose my ethics. Researcher, you should have good ethics first. Okay? That is a for selection of directors, selection of vice chancellor, selection of top institutes. What is the qualification? He should have at least 10 years as a professor. He should have 5 years as a professor. Why? Professor don't think that they will go and teach. Vice chancellor never will teach. Why? Because he is a professor, means he has obligation, he has research guidance, he has motivation for the research. Then he should have good ethics for taking any decision. Okay? Fine. Then now the estimate time and financial requirement, then how much money is required to start by research, I should estimate. Don't think that money is not required, money is required, even buy a piece of paper also is required. And we estimate the time, indefinite periods not like that. Estimate at least 4 or 5 minutes and spend. Prepare the proposal. It's not research proposal. Both are different. I told it's within tutorial. It takes another 1.5 hours for how to prepare a good research proposal. Then you exercise to give that how to write the research proposal from the funding agency. That is another I'm not telling you. But this is a proposal, that proposal will go research. Okay? See, these are different step by step and features of good research designing. Research designing only design research. The research designing and particularly need for obtaining information. You should first collect the information and evaluate the skill and researcher and start objective problem study. Clear your objective. What I am going to do it. Don't think that okay, let us start. What is the objective we do it? No, start your objective. Start your objective. This is my objective. Actually, I do. That's why difference in UI included 3-4 slides just to show you how can you start your objective. Okay? Then availability of time, money, for the research work. Okay? Time and money. The important concept related to research designing, independent and independent variable, and starting of that I told that independent variable. What is the dependent? What is the independent? The concept is taken by different quantitative value is called variable. Okay, quantitative value is a variable, and this takes different qualitative value. Even the decimal, they are called quantitative. Okay, see, one hypothesis, one is experimental, non-experimental, and one is experimental control, another is experimental. What is that? Research hypothesis. Any research should have the hypothesis. Okay. When I started my journey from the Bulla, Sambalpur, to reach at the Barampur KIT, that I have a hypothesis. I will go in this way, I will cast the train, I will board somewhere and take accommodation, I will deliver lecture and come back to the headquarters. Complete should have the hypothesis. Okay? What is the hypothesis? The research hypothesis is predictive statement that rate dependent, independent variable to dependent variable. Hypothesis. I told you, it is a hypothesis. I will cast the train at certain time. Suddenly I came to the station. I found that my train is rescheduled. Hypothesis and actual may be different, but I should have a great hypothesis. Okay? I have the hypothesis to gas the question expressed by 10 p.m. at Bhubaneswar railway station. And it may be issued to train will be cancelled. Whatever may be, but I should have a particular hypothesis to understand the variables and dependent variables. Then already told what is the experimental and non-experimental hypothesis. Different. That the purpose of research is a trust research hypothesis. Is a testing research, which is either it can be experimental or it can be non-experimental research. What is the control? When the group, any research is exposed to usual condition, normal is control. Everything I told is usual condition. Sometimes non-usual condition, group is exposed, essential and normal experimental group. Experimental group, a lot of, I told that many experimenting can start, it's difficult to achieve at the end. I have found 8 PhD scholars. 8 PhD scholars don't think that 8 experiments they have started from morning and evening hardly work only sustainable. That means one day we get result and the second day we fail. Not every day. One day if all the experiments are started, it may be that. That means it's either it is successful or it is failure, that other matter. But it should be controlled and experimental or non-experimental. Okay? Then come to another term, conceptual research. What is the concept? Concept can come in mind. Okay? I told that conceptual research, you can start conceptual research. Conceptual is for doing concept. Conceptual research, oh, you don't need very sophisticated lab. Conceptual research, you don't need huge money. Okay? Conceptual research you can do in your mind at your own place. But what is the characteristics of the conceptual research? That is very important. When you can start your conceptual research. Conceptual research, what is the beginning term? Root term is concept. Concept should conceive my mind. Then I can start the conceptual research. Okay? Always it came from the mind. See? What is conceptual research? Conceptual research cannot occur hurriedly like this picture. No. Any kind of research you will do, it should first come to your mind. Where am I? You should don't think the place, the situation, institute hardly matter to the research. Okay? I just was discussing with Nisar. When I joined in 2004, I joined in North Odisha University. Now it is Srirangpur Manjada University in 2004. 2000 just coming from the USA, did my postdoc and I joined in state government. That university is only 4 years old. Nothing was there. All the teachers sitting in one room. The infrastructure is 1/10 of the Kala of technology. Nothing, only one building. But I had motivation to start the research. I'm not telling success story, just I'm telling what is my observation. How to start without any infrastructure or something. First you conceptualize. If you have idea, that should be conceptualized in your mind. If you have a motivation, okay, whatever the situation, I will start the research. In that situation, you should not think the rocket science. Do not think that very big science on that. What is the availability? Accordingly, I will act, I will do. Who is a good cook? Who is a good cook? Who can cook the food according to availability in the kitchen? Don't think that I am a good chef. If these things is available, then only I can cook. You cannot cook your food. You will be the empty stomach will be there. Isn't it? Like this. If a good chef only can cook something, what are these recipes available? What are the spices available from that? Don't think that this spice is required, otherwise I cannot cook. Are you saying like this at your home? No. What is that? Kuch khana hai. Okay, something I have to take the food. Then going to the kitchen. Okay, these things are available. Okay, I will prepare this stuff for the group. It is possible. Same thing the research. Where am I? Okay, I am in this locality. This is available. Okay, I will think something in my mind to start my own research. I will keep something in my mind. Take some concept in my mind. It will concept to me. I will start my research. Don't think that someone doing this research and publishing in science, nature, don't cry. First day, research is just his expertise. Day one, you cannot be a big scientist. I am telling my story. When I used to read the paper I have published in 2006, 2007, initial stage I am telling, when my class student got PhD in 2010, I was seeing the paper in grade 9. What is this English and interpretation I have read? So immature interpretation, my own paper. I am giving my comment to my own paper. Then if you see it after 10 years, 2016, okay, somehow it is improved, but still it is immature. But now that I am comparing my paper in the 2016, 2006, lot of differences there. What is the example? That means you can create, you can make nature of your own research. Don't think that first day I will publish in science, I will publish in nature. Try to get your own idea, and according to availability, you can start your research. What are the key points I told? Either it may be theory based, it may be literature driven, or it may be analytical, I told. Even it may be logical, or it may be generate new idea. New idea is last. Don't think. If you start high money, I will start a new idea and get the Nobel Prize. You cannot do research in your life. Okay? Nobel Prize comes in the one way. For behind the hour you cannot get it. Hour will come in the one way. Okay? Then we will go to what is the detail regarding the conceptual research. That important. Why conceptual research is important? I mean, why conceptual research is important? Some research conceptual mind. Why it is important? To develop new scientific theory. Only if you concept clearly put your concept. Don't think that I will join PhD in certain such and such professor or guide or supervisor. What he will do, I will do my research. That is a wrong, complete wrong way of research. You are research scholar. You are not his assistant. You are research scholar. You are not assistant. What you will say, you will do. It's not like that. Create your own mind and suggest to your supervisor. He will understand. What I have to do? I will impose. Okay, you do this one. But always I have to listen what is his or her understanding. What he or she understands. Then only I can divert my idea. That way we will success. Don't force. Don't kill research as a burden. If you think research as a burden, you cannot do it. If you think I am going to get the PhD, I am doing research to get the PhD, you cannot do it. Okay, after this I will have to speak. Okay, fine. I will not stand between E and A. Okay. Then identify the knowledge gap that creates the identify the knowledge gap. Where I told the expert to widen your knowledge, the conceptual research is very important, and guide future empirical research, support policy formation. I told your research can give a new policy formation in the manner of economics. You will do some new report which may be helpful for policy of the country. Okay? We encourage interdisciplinary thinking. Interdisciplinary thinking means I am a man of chemistry. I can think something in medical science. I told I am working in drug delivery. I am working in glucose sensing. I am working in wound healing. Nothing. If you have people in a narrow mind that I am an engineer, I work in the engineering, you cannot do research. I am a chemist, I will work particularly with chemistry only. It is not way of approaching research. Okay? Anything comes to your mind, conceive your mind, you can start your own research. For example, that I told on the Einstein theory of relativity, and so many examples there. Shall I stop here? 5 minutes, because I have become late. Okay? 5 minutes. We will enjoy more pictures I have. I have very good slides, definitely you enjoy. You will remember me till some days by catching me just by slides. Thank you. In the meantime, it's gone. We'll have 5 minutes, then we'll reload it. Thank you. polymer nanocomposite. This is my area. Just for example, if I am conceptual researcher too, I will concept some model, designing a good multifunctional polymer nanocomposite for different application. Okay? Don't think, till now, don't think that conceptual research only possible in social science. Conceptual research only possible in management, only possible somewhere non-experimental work is required. No, conceptual research in any science, material science, medicine, economics, because without concept you cannot handle good research. Okay? These are problem. How these are problem? How to define, identify a broad research topic, conduct very good research review, literature review, and develop the hypothesis and define the scope and limitation. Always you should have the scope and limitation and refine the research questions. You should ask to your question if somebody asks me. I should prepare. When you are going for the presentation, always in your mind, right? After my presentation, what the question will come to me? Is it same way? Anything comes to your mind, you should think what is the limitation. What the people will ask. Don't think that I am thinking after my class what will ask me. I should be able to answer. Like that also. Everything that coming should come to the questions and get the feedback. I should ask you, how you have enjoyed my lecture? Very good. That is my satisfaction. May not be good, very good, I don't know, it may be very bad. If I ask, tell very good. Some guest is coming to your home, you are asking that how are the food? You will never tell that food is bad. You will tell some good food. But something in your mind that different, like that, always you take the feedback. Okay? Then only you can define your problem. Okay? Again I say, identify, make the literature review, define your problem, develop the hypothesis. I told already what is hypothesis, I don't want to repeat. And define the scope and limitation. Finally, you must get the feedback. Because other feelings matter. How I am teaching, that depends upon your feeling. What way I am teaching is not very important. What you are thinking regarding it, that is very important. Okay? See, what is the advanced literature review? I'll 5-10 minutes because already you have read it in the yesterday class. That define the topic, think about the scope. If you define the topic, you should think about the scope. Some topic, that's I told, when you are at Baranpur, you should think what is possible at the Baranpur. If you are at the Burla, you should think what is possible at Burla. Same way, I am telling you, for example, I am at BSS of Burla. I was thinking regarding drug delivery, glucose sensing, and wound healing, all these works because Vimsal is just behind my institute. 1 kilometer radius there is a medical college. That is why I thought to do wound healing and drug delivery work. Otherwise, I could have something concept to the mind to work. That is why very important to think about the scope. When you are defining your topic, you should think about the scope. Don't think that I did PhD from IIT. If you think regarding IIT, as it is, you cannot start your research. And think about the outcome. What outcome I will get, how it will solve the problem. Okay? Think about the management. Where am I? Whether I will get the support. I mean, Kalam Institute of Technology, if you will ask 1 lakh per month for doing research, they will throw you out. You should think what is the possible. That is very important. Last is plan, focus on research. You should plan which is possible. Okay? The step for literature review, I will not go detail regarding the literature review. But still, choose your topic fast. Identify database and resources. Nowadays, almost all institutes have the database. I am telling you, before 5-10 years, when you maybe in the research scholar at that time, BSSUT didn't have the access to most of the journals. Nowadays, more than 10,000 journals are accessible by the BSSO, not BSSO, any other university, any other institute. Your institute will be there, one nation, one subscription is there. Earlier, institute take the subscription of the journal, but now the nation is to take the subscription of journal. For example, American Dental Society, for example, Springer, only the institute used to take the subscription. Government university have the money, he used to take the subscription of this Springer. Utkal University doesn't have the money, he cannot take the subscription. Now it is not like that. Now with one nation, one subscription. Who has taken the subscription? India has taken the subscription. All we can have the different IP to get it. What is that? One nation, one subscription. Where you are working, you can tell your principal, he can apply for one nation, one subscription. You can get the journal. That is why it's not a big problem. Get the database. Search and refine. Sometimes what happens, you are thinking to do something else. But something result you get from the literature. You may not match. Sometimes some work in your mind to work. Okay, this work I will do. But sometimes you get the literature, this work already has done. Then what you will do? Change your idea. Okay? Similarly, read and analyze. Read the literature and analyze. Really, my plan of work will proceed sustainable or not. Because sustainable idea is very important. Something I will do, but it's not sustainable. It's not required. And write and review. Those are working for the PhD, those are pursuing PhD among you. Try to first write the review paper. What is review paper? Get the literature and think with your supervisor, write a review paper. For writing review paper, we will gather a lot of ideas. Then that idea may a source of inspire you to start research. What I used to do, all of my PhD students, it is compulsory, along with the scientific publication, you should have a review publication. Okay, then each student will provide a review publication. What you will get from the review publication? Review publication, you will get a lot of knowledge from your own area. Second, if you have review publication, you will get a lot of citation. See, one scientific paper, suppose you give 10 citation, one review paper will give 100 citation. Why citation is very important? Citation is very important because you identify yourself in the research, your people recognize your research by the help of the citation only. Okay? That is why writing the review paper is very important. Quickly I will say, to resource for the literature review, always don't think that research paper is very important. Don't follow all the research papers. You can get the review literature from the book. Something wrong because of the change in the computer. Journals, conference paper, thesis, encyclopedia, research reports, all are the different source of the literature. Not only the journal, but review literature is not only the journal. Any source you can do it. Okay. Similarly, there are 7 different steps by which you can identify the proceeding of literature review. One is identifying your question. You should ask yourself what kind of research I do. And second is review discipline, style, and what way we will do it. Second is source of the literature. Just do some keyword is very important. Literature survey also very important. What kind of keyword is doing? Okay, proper keyword, some of the literature will be missed. Some of the important research gap you will find. Then without getting the research gap, you can build the bridge between your idea and the available literature. Similarly, manage your references. I told manage your references. What are the references? You can manage it. Okay, this was the reference is important for to conceive my idea and to validate my thinking, validate my concept and research. And next is critically analyze and evaluate. Critically. Again, this word I uttered, I think 10 times, that critical thinking. Because without critical thinking, you may read 5 years, you will not get it. If I ask what you are doing, sir, I am doing literature review. After 1 year, what you are doing, sir, still doing literature review. Next year, what you are doing, still, sir, getting literature review. You will stop doing the literature review, or you can understand the literature review, only you have the critical idea. I will show you how can you increase your critical idea. And synthesize means go to the lab. Synthesize in your mind. Synthesize means thinking. Okay, these people have read the research methodology from dialect teacher. He can understand that what is synthesis. By synthesis means always thinking. Thinking is a synthesis. Cooking. Synthesis means cooking. Then something synthesized in your mind, that means I am cooking something in my mind. Then when I cook the material, then it will serve as dishes. But then I synthesized yesterday night, what I am taking economics of technology, today I am serving. Okay, that is the synthesis. And finally, write the review. I am telling you for clever, before publishing scientific paper, you help your supervisor, you write the review. He will give you that citation, it will give the idea to start your good research. Because unless you are not writing, reading will not work much. Reading and writing will not very effective. Okay? See, to process of the research, if I will start, the process is identifying research problem plus I am summarizing what I told, that literature review, specify research purpose and collect relevant data. It will definitely collect the relevant data and analyze data, because data analysis is very important. Analyze the data and interpret the research. Once you have analyzed, interpretation of data is very important. For example, there is a graph. X-axis is A, Y-axis is B. You grab a straight line like this. Analysis is not like that. B increases with increasing A. Do you think this is the analysis? Okay, I don't have blackboard, I can tell you. Again I am telling, suppose a graph. Just imagine with me here. It's a graph. X-axis is A. Y-axis is B. What is your analysis? If your analysis and you getting a straight line. Okay? Then don't analyze B increases with increasing A. It is not the analysis. It is a duplicate of the picture. That's showing the picture only. It's not the analysis. You should analyze why B increases with increasing A. That is analysis. Okay? Many times we used to confuse the interpretation of data and analyzing the proper way. That is the research methodology, how we explain it. Data, how we explain a curve, how we explain a table. If you learn properly you cannot explain same figure. You are struggling to publish even less than 1 factor. Same figure I will interpret in the proper way and publish in the 5 factor journal. Because interpretation is very important. That is giving one example. Okay? Next is interpretation of data. Finally is report and disseminating the research. Disseminating means publication. Disseminating data means publication. It will come to the public. Till you are concept in your mind, then I told first it will concept, then it will synthesize, then you will interpret the data. The data interpretation should be logical and with critical thinking, then it will come to the public. It's a complete journey. Just like I'm giving the simple examples that when I enter to the kitchen, you will think what to cook. Then first you concept your mind, okay, nothing is there when you start the mind. That whatever the small thing may concept your mind, then thinking that how to cook it, will synthesize how to cook. Then once it will be synthesized your mind, you will prepare the Maggi, properly interpreted, properly disseminated, then you are serving Maggi to your friend or you are taking Maggi by yourself. Okay? It's the same with the research is like this. For thinking properly and properly analyzing, you can think properly, critically establish, you can disseminate your data by the people in publication. I don't, it's very quality publication, you find money, you cannot publish a good paper. You can maturity slowly will increase. I told you example, my publication in 2006, lot of difference what I published in 2016, what I published in 2026. There is a lot of differences. From within 10 years, when I read my own paper, what English I have written, what interpretation, it's like childhood interpretation, what I have done, I am scolding myself. Same way that will increase your maturity. Okay? See, future of good research. Future of good research. What is this? Systematic ethical data collection. Two things I told. Three things I told. Systematic ethical data collection. Three things. Systematically, I told 3 participants I sent to go to the market and just stay 1 minute and come back. Then I told the person 1, 2, 3, answer will be different. Right? Answer will be different. But when you are thinking, that is different. I was just watching a social media reel. Someone came into the class, same teacher is teaching, same infrastructure, same classroom. Why a student becoming professor, a student becoming scientist, student becoming businessman, a student going for politics, why so many things is there? Because of the concept. But concept is receiving, that is very important. Okay, that is why ethical issue I told, I will tell what is the ethics in the research. I will tell the ethics in the research. Okay. Second is critical analysis. Because whatever you are collecting data is not important. Collecting data anyone can collect, even no qualification required. No MTech, no MSc is required, no MBA is required for collecting data, anyone can collect. Okay? Even your best servant can collect the data. But collecting data is critical thinking that is important. Okay? Same way that analysis or logical reasoning, when you do analysis, you will have logical reasoning. I told, don't write that B is increases with A, that is the duplicate of the picture. Okay? But statement is the duplicate of the picture. Even you don't write, even that is understood. It's not logical explanation. Create new research opportunities. What is this? Your research should create opportunity for the other. Don't tell that. What I have done? I submitted my PhD thesis. Suppose you can tell, recently I defended my PhD work. Then what is the first? Now it's mandatory parameter in the research thesis that what is the future research. Without future research, two things, up to introduction to conclusion, it was there. Now two things is mandatory, as UGC mandatory. Two, at least you write two things. What is that? Future scope of research. Next is research from the community. Authorize your PhD will not be declared. What is that? Future research. That means you have done a lot of research, but keep something left for your future. Okay? Somebody will get into the analysis. Don't think that these sites, these possible research only by done by me, after me nothing is possible. It's not good research. You should keep something for your future. Okay? And it should be comfortable impact into societal research. Okay? And derivative data and knowledge of the observation should widen the knowledge of the person and high level of accuracy. The data should have high level of accuracy. Accuracy means just should be accurate. It should high level of accuracy very high. Understood? Okay. We will discuss regarding what is the critical analysis. 5-10 minutes you see what regarding the critical analysis. I will show you some picture. What is this? What is it in here? Critical analysis. Very good. Why critical analysis is necessary? I told critical analysis research is very necessary for this. One picture, very favorite picture. How many animals do you see? Without critical analysis, you can tell there is a elephant. If you slightly change your analysis little bit deep, you can say there is an elephant, there is a horse. Then there is a dog, there is a rat, there is a monkey, so many things are there. How many Animals, it may be 6, 7. Then either 3, 5, 6, 7. That means you can critically analyze, you can get more results. Understood? One more picture for you. How many legs of this elephant have? This picture because of the non-compatibility of the bamboo with the window. Anyway, how many? See, it looks like 5, 6 legs of the elephant. Isn't it? Sometimes the trunk is confused with the leg. Okay? But if I say how many legs of the elephant, no one can tell 5 because other will laugh. Elephant have 4 legs. It is conventional. This is happening in the research. Sometimes some unconventional result come. I never believe it. We used to refuse. It's not done. It's wrong. But that some correctness in that wrong thrown up result. Okay? Then you can get some important critical analysis, but sometimes we may not believe it. Okay? That I was showing the picture just to make it fun, that you can understand by lecture. Okay, nothing else. This picture I collected from Google images. Nothing else. See, one more picture. What is written? What is written here? Which cock will kill first? Which one? Which cock will kill first? I need a critical answer. Quickly. Which one? First one? Okay. Sit on first one. Which one? It looks. Okay, that's critical thinking. It will answer something good. Okay, then which one? Still he told critical 6. Then 5. Then 1. One teacher, maybe 30-40 students, answer is coming different way. That means it indicates what? Everybody thinking is different. If you will see more to the picture, you are changing your idea. Isn't it? Once you will tell, wow, you found that there is a blockage here. You are changing your answer. Let us have 5. If you find there is a blockage here, then you change your idea. Then okay, he told 6, there is a blockage here. Yes, here down, there is a course. Oh, 6 here is a blockage. 7, there is a blockage. If you critically analyze, find that none of the cock is going to kill. But suddenly what he told, someone told the number, we don't believe. Okay, so at least one cock will kill first. Isn't it? This is research. Okay? People do critically, people thinking more, right? That's why when you go see your own figure, see to your own picture, own diagram, any of the research, critically analyze. If you miss, somebody will catch. Okay? If you miss, somebody will catch. Answer suppose 5 fifth cup, if you take 6th cup, somebody from the 5th cup, he may do it. Okay? Then critically you analyze, none of this cup is going to fit. Understood? This picture is just a collection to find your motivations, but better understanding how to thinking the get done. Do you see the open face? Are man and a horse sliding a dragon or both? Again, see, both on one face or a horse sliding a dragon, that depends upon your critical thinking. Okay, just I was showing the picture how all of you have a different thinking, different answer. It is exactly research like this. What way you are thinking, that way research will be going. Understood? That is why the critical we should think, we will get better. Okay? I can tell, I will give a very interesting picture that you see, we all have the superpower within us. Isn't it? We can't think something more. If I dream that someone would fly to the sky, that I can think. Okay? See, one picture I will show you. Just to test our brain, you can think that how the bad critical thinking is changing. With the changing your idea, changing your look. How you look, if you look me, your idea will be different. Okay? See. Want to test it, you can test. Don't think why this gentleman showing this picture. But what we have seen, the train is going inside the tunnel. Okay? Please close your eye for 5 seconds. Close your eye. Then open. Are you thinking that the train is coming out of tunnel? Is it? That is what. The way you are thinking, you are getting the way you are thinking. That's a human mind. It is so fluctuating. You will miss your thinking, somebody will think. Okay, when you don't thought that it is due to attraction, acceleration due to gravity, then only the physics came. Before that, the same fruit, same apple was not going upwards, it was also coming down. Understood? This is the human mind. That is when you are thinking this, I told, place never work, institute never work, all are non-living. Place is a living, it is non-living. Institute, Kalam Institute of Technology, it is a non-living, right? You are not living. Any place, anywhere you can start your own mission. You can change the direction, just think about it, then you can find what is this. When I synthesize your mind, it is changing, my idea is changing, my thinking is also changing. Am I clear? That's why research will come from our own mind, not from the place. Isn't it? Not from the place. That's why I am synthesizing my mind. If I think properly, I will synthesize. Where? Mind. Understood? Okay. The funding and while thinking the critical analysis, we have motivation, we have determination, we have idea. Then what happened? You should have innovation regarding the idea and the wisdom. Properly thinking will give the idea. Give the idea. Give the technology. You can transfer the technology into the discovery, into the solution to the industry. Okay? See, I need to create the new theory for the future study. Many things keep in the mind. Human brain is so many terabytes of mind. You can tell a big scientist the space is occupied at only 20%. My brain might be 15 to 20% occupied. Then 85% is vacant. I can think more things in our mind, right? Okay? Your mind may be 5 to 10%. Then another 90% is vacant. Why the vacant? Mind till throughout of 70, 80 years of life, why my mind will be vacant? I will think more idea will come, then more innovation will come, more transfer, more technology will come. I can transfer the technology. Understood? For your motivation, I will tell you. Okay? If more idea, definitely it will come. Because if you are more young, your thinking will be more. One person can do devotional person can do SSU. He told, it is not my word, but he told and said that in worldwide survey, in a research found that highest level of thinking is coming from 20 to 25. All innovation coming from 20 to 25. 25 to 30 is only the repair. Above 30, nothing new thing will come. What is your thinking? You are doing it. Just think. What I have lost during 20 to 25, exercising and surviving, isn't it? Surviving only for that. That's why you are more young, your mind is more brilliant, more things you can think. Here, and just in some innovation I am saying. See this picture. I always believe in studying through to understand the better way in the picture. So the picture, I remember many good things. Okay. See, this is innovation. What is innovation? There is a way to do better. Find it. Something is there. The picture is self-explanatory. Okay. See, what some picture I will see, some funny picture, just a collector from the different world media. See, this is a Western UPS. Somebody has made a rack in the kitchen. Okay? And both tractor and roller, both you are doing. Just showing that how innovation mind can change something do different. What I showed in the last slide, that is a way to do it better. Thinking something different, but the other people are not thinking. Okay? See? Motorcycle, both come. See, if you have suppose 2 rooms, one cooler, then you can, this way you can pull the both room. Okay, see, this passenger train in India situation, people are there, they are hanging themselves without spoiling any space. And this is the way the people are making coolers. That is the idea. These pictures not exactly I have taken from Google Images. That how we can increase our idea by thinking in a different way. People think I do something different, they can. Okay, see the quickly we have finished it. Another 10-15 minutes we have the handle like this. Ethics of research applied word, I don't want to spend the whole time because ethics is very important, otherwise it will be scientific misconduct. Scientific misconduct. Misconduct means, that means you have something rubbish research, people will not recognize you if you will not do this ethically. Okay? Because in non-ethics work is mostly used to plagiarism. Okay? A important test work, plagiarism. I will tell this, I will give this slide to you. You can learn how to avoid plagiarism and what is plagiarism you can understand by yourself. Avoid the time I skip this slide. Okay? Then after unethical work and plagiarism, you will get what? Rejection. People will not accept it. Your paper will not be accepted. You will suffer a lot of mental tension of the rejection. Understood? That is why ethics and is very important. Okay? Then you cannot publish a good impact factor journal. Every journal having nowadays impact factor. It is calculated from 2 years of citation divided by number of articles publishing current year, last year. That gives the impact. Okay? Then the last part I have already told from beginning. What is the role of artificial intelligence? Nowadays you can help of the artificial intelligence to the research in a positive sense. Introduction to artificial intelligence, that every groundbreaking discovery begins with question. Artificial intelligence is transferred to research to give data insights. Nowadays easily you can do the literature review. If you proper AI tool you can use, you can get easily, but don't take disadvantages. With limitation you can see, because AI driven data is not accepted. But you can take the help of AI, take the help of AI tools to collect the information. Not that exactly you are getting put and bottom test. It will not accept it. Even 0% AI, it will authenticate, it will catch it. There is a software, authenticate software. It will catch it there. How AI work? Already I just you can get it from ChatGPT. It is inputting data collection, learning and processing and analysis, decision making and continuous improvement. This is not much important for the research, just how it works. See, and the history, I don't want to repeat, it is available in the website, that 1950 to nowadays, when that already we know that advanced machine learning, now deep learning came in the data transfer. Because the application of AI for the research, they can see 2 hours a different topic. Just to highlight in 5-10 minutes, you can have more rigorous study. Okay? If you want some other times, you can have a application of AI research, that is another 2 hours stuff. That how help of AI can improve your research and critical thinking. Okay? That evolution already you know that early concept came in 1950 to 1960 and rule-based 70-20 just for the data, and the data driven began in 1990. People have done the data driven, and when the machine learning came 2010, there is evolution came in 2020. That deep learning came, then you have the generative AI. All of you know those computer science students, they know it how the evolution AI came. The idea of shift from 1950, now we are enjoying after 70 years, that how we are become AI. We know everything, but not a problem. You can tell ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one of the components of the AI. Don't think that so many tools now is developed. I am not going to detail. Either it is a narrow AI, then it will not help in the research. General AI that is human level, example, human right robots, it's a just robots are serving now restaurant, certain things general way, but super AI that is initiative beyond the human capacity. This will help in the research for taking decision making. Even interpretation of data you can take help of AI and put your own idea on that. Then blend your own idea, then you can get it. Then reactive AI. Now the car is driven, Tesla car, which is own driven cars. Okay, automatic car. That way it is there. Okay, I am not going to detail. The advantages are many. It is same time, it handles big data, improves accuracy, find hidden patterns, and enhances decision making quickly and accelerate innovation. What you think that it will help to increase your thinking. But don't depend upon that. Don't work depending on the AI. Don't depend work with your human brain. Mix of it. Take the help of AI and do it your human brain. Human brain is more superior. I have shown you that how the human brain is more superior to AI. Okay? Disadvantages, the data bias, that is cost effective, privacy security, and level of human creativity, dependence on the data quality and ethical concern. Lot of demerits there. Before AI, something was there, we should change according to change our idea. Don't think that I am in this age, I was very old before it, when I was taken the bath, AI is not there, I will go through it. You have to do it. Okay, how many are from the Odisha? Okay, most of you are, except these people. Okay, I am showing what is written here in Odia. This is a task to you how I am correlating this Magni Sagada with the disadvantages of the AI. Okay, that is a text to you. We will explain at the end of the class how this literature is same as regarding the disadvantages of the AI. Okay, if you don't explain, I will tell you. Challenges, lot of challenges and limitation. AI is the research that I told already, data quality, sometimes it becomes bias, privacy is a big problem because the data will be stolen and transferred. It may be ethical concern, sometimes we are doing nothing and getting the AI data and publishing, and high cost, very high cost, lack of human creativity nowadays, and dependence on the data, limited understanding, very less understanding and more in the AI, and need of human supervision, because nowadays if I ask any student to do anything, he is taking the help of AI without my supervision. Okay, human supervision is different, because I can tell the idea depending on the situation. Okay, that is learning and cannot replace the researcher. Cannot replace. Don't think that by the help of AI you get the degree. You need supervision. Okay, you need mentor. Without that it is not possible. Okay, your others who are here, that impact of teaching, just keep it, and so many AI tools are there. That why I included this? Because AI they get important role in the research. Now when they send the paper, the journal will take the help of them, whether this paper is published or not, whether the paper is repetition of any other paper is not, if the part of it or not. So many AI data, more than 1,000 AI tools are there, but this much AI tools are important for research. That's why I collected and pasted it. Okay? This slide I am giving you, don't worry. And you can take the each AI tools and get the tutorial from the YouTube and apply your research. Okay? Conclusion, no conclusion in the research, no conclusion in my talk. Only I can take away that every breakthrough begins as an idea. Research transforms idea into theory, theory into innovation. That is why tomorrow talent is future technology. This is the conclusion and acknowledgement, management of Alarm Institute of Technology Barampur for inviting me, choosing me, and I came far away from Mulla Samanpur to Barampur. It may be around how much? I think minimum 500 kilometers? 300 only. Where from the 300? 350. So, both. Okay. Anyway, I came in the throughout the donation. That's and principal and faculty member, basically Professor Sal of this institute, he contacted me for this, and many of my direct students, I got the opportunity during this talk also, having the BSc students. I'm very happy whenever I go, we used to get our student there. It is my privilege as a teacher of the institution, and finally all of you participants with presence hearing. Okay, thank you. These are the places of the nearby Samanpur. Anytime any of you have seen and anytime you come to Samanpur, you can enjoy these places. Thank you, but my lecture is not finished. Next 20-30 minutes we have the hand-on practice. Okay? First 5 minutes I am giving the introduction, what you do. Then sir, try to give all the paper, let them do, and we have to practice. Okay? Just 5 minutes I will tell what to do. Then we will do it in the next 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Okay, you have a piece of paper, all of the paper. Okay, fine. What time I will do it? Okay, I will try to see all of you and at least sampling of taking some of these handout notes. Please make your test page. Test page in your note. Okay, it is very helpful because without giving the exam, your study is not completed. Do you think that every BTech student, all of you are teaching BTech student? Once you declare, there is no exam, only study. Nobody will listen to you. Nobody will listen to you. Okay? It is possible when there is the exam. Okay, without wasting that 5 minutes and tell what you will do, then you will do it. See, handles that I will take design a conceptual research model. I mean, easy but a conceptual research model. Okay, all of you do a conceptual model. Objective, one topic is open, because science from economics, someone from the science, someone from physics, someone from computer science, civil, production, mechanical, so other faculties are there. That's it, it's open, topic is open. Develop conceptual framework by identifying key concepts and illustrating their relationship. This is the objective. What is that? Explain again. Develop conceptual framework, identifying key concepts. Okay, and illustrating their relationship. First concept, feel the concept, conceptual research. Already explained what is conceptual research with the limitation, advantage, everything else there. Okay, framework and identify the key concept. Identify the key concept. Okay, then illustrate the relationship. Okay, giving 20 to 25 minutes. I think 20 minutes is more. You can do it early. It's not a problem. Okay, then instruction. Choose the research topic from your own discipline. That's why it's open. Topic is open to you. Okay, own discipline. Identify dependent variable, mediator, and independent variable. Okay, 3 things you identify. It takes, choose the topic, slightly 1 minute, 2 minutes you can choose it. Identify the variables, it takes 3 to 5 minutes. You identify. Draw a conceptual framework using boxes and arrows. Particularly convenient. I told I will some data already. Last 2 hours I am teaching the interpretation of data. Either arrow, beautiful way, You can explain by your own. And finally, it gives 2 minutes expansion of your model. Let us 50 watts, 100 watts. At least you do some model. Okay. Topic is your. Shall I give an example or you can do it your own? Shall I give an example? Okay, one example quickly, 1 minute. See, this is the template. Independent variable, mediated variable, dependent variable. Okay, you can do it like arrow or in a box. Example. Just now I was teaching, right? Role of AI in the research. Role of AI in the research. Artificial intelligence, then research efficiency, research productivity, and high quality communication. This is a framework, conceptual research of the topic. Example 2. Suppose in the area of material science. Suppose in the area of material science in general. Then I can tell polymer nanocomposite, why India that's why waiting here. Polymer nanocomposite, then electrical productivity, charge storage capacity, and partly supercapacitor properties. Okay, do practice, you can practice make you perfect. Okay, just to see. Expect outcome at the end of the activity, each participant should have the concept of research project. What is this concept? A clear research title. Put a title of your concept. Concept something different, but try to put a title. Okay. Choose a beautiful title and write in your notebook or giving. And conceptual framework, that is a diagram comes like this. At least you do some diagram. A brief description, 3 to 5 sentences, I told 50 to 100 words. At least write. 3 to 5 sentences is not limited. To write more is fine with respect to time, at least 100 words per time. And 1 2 research questions, hypothesis and result. You write some question. Don't think that you ask yourself. Okay, you ask me. Just ask. We discuss among the all. Okay, let us do like identification of key concept 30, logical relationship 30, critical framework what you are writing 20, originality of idea 20. Let us 100. How much you are separating? Let us see. Okay, start writing. Your time start right now. Understood the one example I will write. Oh, videos. Okay. Questions right. That's it. Oh, questions right. Okay. This is the instruction. Question paper. This is the starting of question paper. All please do it because my whole 2.5 hours that teaching will not be it should be worthy to write. Conceptual framework, conceptual research. Okay, research. Because all we are discussing is research. Write something better practice which 1.5 pages. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
The example that is talking with the role of artificial intelligence in improving research productivity among ecosystem. But this is the title. This step also identify concept. What concept is identified? Artificial intelligence, AI literacy concept, research efficiency, research productivity, and institutional support. This is what? Identification of concept. Step 2. Identify variables. What are variables? Artificial intelligence, independent variable. It's not dependent. Artificial intelligence is not dependent. Modeling ability, AI literacy. AI literacy, computer research, modeling variables, and institutional support. The modeling variables, institutional support the modeling variable, and independent variable is research product. logic conceptual framework for institutional support, artificial intelligence, AI literacy, research efficiency, and research and extend artificial intelligence. So what is this one? This is my but copy and paste this. This is again what I think about it. So I am throwing some topics. I am helping you with some topics. You can show the impact of social media and academic purpose, reinventing construction, online development, student engagement, nanometric and advanced application, digital health technology and research, climate change awareness, leadership style and lecture conference, achieving that all required from the social science, engineering, science and computer science all that. What do you need? This 7, 8, 9, 10 also. Okay? But these are the guidelines. Research guideline is for key concept. Conceptual framework, 3 research questions. At least you ask 3 questions to yourself. That please write the 3 questions and check. At the read it first. 100%. One paragraph is not task. They will also text. I sent it to the academic group. You can take this slide as well. But this compulsory reference to do. Take the slide number. Already I have sent it in the group. Then you can check. That's it. I don't know where. This slide is available to every people. You can check and go to the slides. These slides will help complete your assignment. Okay, it's available. Go to the last slide, you can get it. Okay, whatever the lectures I am giving you also you will get this. You can take them. I will first slide I will put my number email. Any doubt you can also discuss with the person. Within constant, right? I told you, the work of not are different. Then you go for the picturing. That when your gap is there, then your person should get the brief between the available research differential and your right. Okay, good. Try to write 2 questions on it and once to settle it. Okay, so we have a polymer based on very good. Good exercise. Just to exercise, you should have some idea. Okay, let us give it to you. Let me see. Maybe you are something. Okay, do it.
Thank you, sir. It was really very engaging, very inspiring, and insightful session. I hope it provided valuable information to the research scholars and also encouraged many of our faculties to research. Now I would like to invite our president of our FDP program, Professor Professor, to kindly honor our resource person with the certificate of honor. I invite Professor Salat Kumar Swami sir, please connect to the certificate of honor.
Passou aí.
Lunch